All right, hi everyone, it's Nick here, 45 Degrees Sailing. Now, this is the much requested and asked for walkthrough of the 2022 Lagoon 46 Catamaran. We have just finished sailing this from Amsterdam in the Netherlands, all the way about 800 miles down to Le Sable d'Olonne, where it's going to get some work done on it, and then it'll cruise into the Med with the new owner. So, here we go. This is the walkthrough. So this is the main cockpit area. And a lot of space down here, a lot of open space in the middle, which is quite good. You've got down here, you've got a wet bar with storage. You've also got a bin storage here with access through the side. Then inside this is another wet locker with drainage. And then the gas lock out here. All right. Access upstairs. You've also got this seat here, which is on a harken slide, which can move. You pop this up, you pull this, and you can slide to create the seat and the easier access through there. Table out front, and the back here, we've got the clears up at the moment. All of these clears are going to fold down fully before I leave. Small access port up to the other one. The life raft is rated in and around the back under here, and you can access that from these port hatches here to release it. All right, moving into the main saloon. So we'll get this done first. This is the absolutely most frustrating thing about this boat. And I've just spent 5 days on it, so I've done this 100 times. Oh. Now that didn't seem so bad because I'm very well practiced at it, but it is tough. So to open the door, this is the exit here, but this isn't where the main door is. It starts here. You've got to open this. This comes to this point, then it locks. Okay, so then to get out, this no longer works. You've got to open here, this one, which in a seaway, this starts sliding. And then you've got this one to unlock as well. And then they will lock in there. Now you can walk in and out, but you've got this huge gap that's open. So if you're trying to keep air conditioning in or heat in, as we were, you've then got to go there. It'll come to there. Now you've got to do this one. That'll lock to there. Now you've got to do this one. But when you've got 2 of these unlocked in a seaway, it is really, really dangerous. So that is my biggest pet peeve about this yacht. Okay, moving on to the main saloon area. So here you've got all your light switches, controls for in and out, everywhere inside. Your main control panel down here. Storage up both sides, storage all underneath here. If you've got air conditioning, they'll mount a lot of it under this area and you'll lose it. Another storage locker under here for whatever you want. Stairs down to the master cabin and saloon table with optional short legs so that you can make it into a sleeping area. Chart table kind of with this weird depression to make it a bit useless for using full-size charts. In this one, the stereo is mounted down there. Standard systems for Lagoon and batteries are on with the power here. We've got an alarm on that one saying we're out of water, and I don't know how to clear it right now, like that. All right, and then mounted here for a bit of stuff. Tiny little drawer that is a bit strange. It closes really slowly. Then things. With the galley, you've got an option of a 3-burner or a 4-burner stove. This one's got a 3-burner in it. Apparently it's not that much to upgrade to the 4-burner. Oven down here, then storage underneath these, all through this area. Standard sort of stuff, all up the top as well. Big behind a bench top, seat here. Now, what I do like is this freezer system, and they tell you what temperatures you're going to get, but you've got drawers and locations for all of this stuff in here, which is great. And I've just realized there's a couple things we haven't taken out of the freezer, so I need to make sure I get those before we leave the boat. All right, that's your main freezer. Then you've got your fridge drawers here, simple fridge drawers on this side. All right. That's our main saloon. So then in this particular, I will say these as well, underfloor storage here on little hydraulic lifts, which is nice. So that's the main area up in here. You've got one window at the front, which is a similar system. It's on a depressed thing, so you pull those and slide them down. And then you've got a window that slides either side in the galley there. Moving on to the hulls. Now, one of our viewers asked about the headroom. Okay, so headroom here, but this is sloped. So as I get down here, it is right on me. I'm 6'1", 6'1.5". Now, we'll have a look at the headroom as I go down into the hulls. Another light on there. Pretty good, okay. So this is down to the aft port cabin. I'm caught on these door handles. All right. Now, at least they've rounded off these door handles now, mostly. I had a Lagoon 39 a couple of years ago that I sailed, and it was so tight to get through, and you'd scratch yourself on these. Here is the aft port cabin. All right, nice bit of space around the bed. For some reason, the power is here and not up by your head. I don't know why. Big hanging closet, and then other storage in and around here. Big storage underneath the bed as well. Also, if you're looking for it, the hot water cylinder is located under here. Bathroom in the aft port. Hi there. Nice big shower. All right, self-draining at the bottom. Very simple. Moving forward to the forward port cabin. Again, same sort of thing. Power down here. For some reason, this door opens this way. Why? Oh, gosh. All right, into the bathroom. Oh, same thing. The slide cabinet here for storage on one side, clip in or storage on the other. And lovely big shower with a nice view of the dock. All right, moving out. Coming up the steps and heading over to the starboard master hull. Interesting door system on this. It's a slide, little finger pocket there, nice crimper. There we go. Down into the master cabin. Lights. Okay, more lights. There we go. Now at the moment, all of the cushions from the upper deck, forward deck, aft deck, everything is loaded into here. But this is the master cabin. It's still quite big. Headroom in the master is about like that. You've got some open storage here, drawer storage here, more underneath. This closes like so. All right, and then you've got access to your services in here, main switches, and another big storage hanging locker like in the other cabin. Moving down. More storage all through here. Now, this has got the master bathroom. Open that up there. Master bathroom, so a lot of space in here. Deeper cupboard than in the other hull. This is all tied shut because this broke off, and that's going to get replaced. Really big shower in there with a much larger window. Little makeup station, storage, everything, and all of that. Separate toilet. And this side here, same as the other toilets, but without the shower. A little bit closed in, but all good. And that's the master. Moving back up. So we'll take a route outside now. This is going to be up to the Flybridge. Aft decks here, nice big wide aft decks. Up to the Flybridge here, where I just spent 5 days living. So we had big sun cushions up here, seats all across this area for the thing with the backrest. This cushion also folded back up, but we actually slept up here for 5 days because it was the warmest place on the boat. Up here at the helm station, dual engine controls, Yanmar controls, a couple of Raymarine singles and a Raymarine Axiom, and all of your lines are coming to this point and the furler. Furling line plus the traveller goes onto here, and then you've got your main sheet here. These are all reefing lines: 1 flex reef 1, 2 flex reef 2, 3 flex reef 3, and then all of your mainsail controls, topping lift, halyard, everything on here. Got one electric winch on this option, but you can easily bring a number of these options to the electric winch, or take these ones around to the electric winch. Nice big vision. The one thing I really liked about being up here on the boat is the full panoramic 360 view that you've got all around. That was actually great. Plus some nice windows to see out here. But I would say you want to get some shade, get some shades on those for the summer. Looking at the forward deck, lacking grab rails. This is kind of the grab rail here, but I'd like a more external grab rail. Big large tramp, then you've got storage in here, and 2 large water tanks in the front in this model. And there's the top deck, mainsail and rig. Big delta anchor on the front, Lumar delta with a 80 meters of chain. Now, interesting comment from the owner about this one was, this is the spot where you see the anchor, but you can't actually see where the anchor's piling up. So what a number of owners have done, he said, is cut a hole somewhere around here so that you can open it and see down, so you can move the chain if it's piling up and causing the anchor to jam. This access here through the clears is good, but I reckon they could have built this a little bit better so that you could create an access around and get in without going outside. Because of this, we had to go outside every time, and instead of opening this and letting all the air through, we would come down and around here. So that meant that in a seaway where we were out, and especially at night, that means it was life jacket on, tether on, and also a radio on you, so if you went over, you could radio the other guy. So that's the Lagoon 46 from 2022. Look, it's been a comfortable boat. She's relatively fast. We're cruising at a good 8 knots at 20. If you're pushing it to 2,000, 2,100 RPM, you cruise at 8 knots, using about 4 to 5 litres of diesel an hour on each engine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. If you like the video, please hit that button. If you've got questions about this, throw them in the comments, and subscribe to see more videos like this from us. I want to get out of here. See you in the next one.